in the cut, and I don't know what to do. I fell in love with you. Two girls in the cut, which one is you? I fell in love with you. I got two girls in the cut. Two girls in the cut, and I don't know what to do. I fell in love with you. Fell in love with you. Two girls in the cut, which one is you? I fell in love with you.
They are eager to get this season going.
Listen, there's definitely some nerves, but it's mainly excitement. This is their first chance to showcase all the hard work they put in during the offseason.
So the New York starting five, we've got Mikal Bridges, Josh Hart out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Jalen Brunson, and it's Towns in at the center. Now here's Nesmith. After the miss from Karl Anthony Towns, and it's Shepard missing. And so Anunoby will bring it up for New York. This their first chance this season playing the Pacers.
And this is a team they battled in the conference finals last season. Coming up short.
Now Shepard, after Jalen Brunson missing on that last three-pointer. Halliburton against Hart. Halliburton right side. 5 on the clock. Pass to Nesmith. And a miss there on the triple. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Just a bit ago, Rick Carlisle and I were able to chat. He talked about the matchup issues that Karl Anthony Towns creates for defenses. Coach said the combination of size and skill make Cat a tough cover. If you put a center on him, he can beat them with his quickness or his perimeter game. And if you put a wing on him, he can overpower them in the post. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks. And so it's the Knicks getting on the board first. Off target from outside.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Halliburton outside. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Boy, how about that move? Halliburton has that ball on a string.
Brunson outside. Over Halliburton. Knicks with a new 14. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
When Towns is healthy, he is an absolute force on the offensive end of the floor.
The Knicks shooting their first free throws of this quarter.
Taking 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
The outstanding shooting, the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites an offense.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And Doris, you see the talent on this Knicks squad, but there's always been questions about the intangibles they possess.
What's fascinating, Kevin, is this team built slowly and methodically and with great patience. And then they took a couple of big swings. It doesn't result in a championship, and now you evaluate everything.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. A shot goes in, first of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Yeah, don't be fooled by the height, guys. Brunson is a terrific finisher inside.
Now Shepard. Back to Halliburton. Shoots over Brunson. And the dunk by Zubac.
You love to see Zubac get after it on the window. Use that size and strength.
Knicks have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Bridges outside. Back to Brunson. Over Halliburton. A Pascal Siakam grabs the miss.
Boy, not his best quarter. He's trying to break through.
Back to Halliburton. And the Pacers another three. Looking at the Knicks, they took the win in their last game against the Jazz in Delta Center. Brunson the pass to Towns. Halliburton against Brunson. Up and in on the layup.
Boy, how highly skilled is Jalen Brunson with the ball in his hands? The ability to get anywhere on the floor that he wants to go.
Halliburton feeling it out a bit. And stolen by Hart. And Brunson has it in the corner. Connects from three-point range. Brunson's got 7 points in the game.
It's gotten to the point where you have to chase Jalen Brunson off the perimeter. This guy will really hurt you from deep.
Shepard the pass to Halliburton. And there are the Pacers with another bucket.
Off to a fantastic start. He's 4 for 5. Watch out.
Brunson the pass to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Oh, Mr. Towns can hurt you from anywhere, and that includes putting it on your head.
Now, here is Halliburton. He's got 10. Siakam for 3. Kept alive. Zubats. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Bridges outside. On the wing, Anunoby. Hart outside. New York moving it around. Brunson outside. 6 on the shot clock. Stolen by Zubats. Siakam kicks to Halliburton. And it's off from three-point range. For New York, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark.
That's all grit from Josh Hart. This guy will mix it up on the interior.
And the Pacers with possession here, following the score by New York. Shepard with the ball. Scoreless thus far. Halliburton passes to Siakam. Good on the bucket.
Well, Siakam just staying strong inside, finds the finish through it.
For the Pacers, they come in off the loss to Phoenix. Over to the left wing. Left side, Towns. The Pacers pull it in. Zubats has got 5 rebounds tonight. Halliburton for 3. It's rebounded by New York.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Hart outside. Back to Brunson. Makes it off the glass. Brunson's got 9.
Another reason why they're up. Just taking what the defense giving him here.
Here's Shepard. He is looking for Siakam and finds him. Outside for Halliburton. The shot's good on the assist by Siakam. He's got 13.
When Tyrese Halliburton is looking to be aggressive as a scorer, it sets every other aspect of his game. He is cooking.
Now, here's Anunoby. Boy, he was something else against Utah. Brunson the pass to Towns, and the Knicks good for 2.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Siakam. Over Hart. And Mikal Bridges pulls it down. Here's Anunoby. No good that time. So for New York, their last game, a win against the Jazz. Halliburton kicks to Siakam. Here's the teardrop. And Indiana, another 3.
Well, you can see he is not shy from range, and Pascal Siakam continues to work on his consistency.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout, looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And despite all the accolades, GA, is it possible that Pascal Siakam is underrated?
Absolutely. Spicy P is one of the best two-way players in the league. Exceptionally versatile, and his impact goes beyond his impressive stat line.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. Robinson a screen on Nimhart. Here's McBride to the left side wing. Trains it from beyond the arc. And the Knicks lead by 1.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight. Oh, the defense very willing to live with that mid-range jumper.
Pass to Sohan. Beyond the arc. Robinson passes to Sohan. Robinson a screen on McConnell. They grab their own miss. Back to Sohan. Drills it from outside.
And he's selective in terms of three-point shooting, but Sohan really only goes for the threes he knows he can make.
Now here's McConnell. Still scoreless. Toppin's no one around him. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Down low. Here's Robinson. And it's Robinson with the jam.
Mitchell Robinson understands how to position himself and turn the lights out. Makes that easy.
McConnell passes to Toppin. To end the run. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Hey, Kevin. The Pacers are all about winning. And Coach Rick Carlisle said, our young players are having to earn their way. They're not being given anything. It's the only way to do things, in my opinion. If you want to build championship habits, you got to do it on a merit-based, accountability type of basis. Back over to you, Kevin.
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. Now Robinson, following the three-point attempt by Obi Toppin. The tray, good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And Toppin throws it down.
If you let Toppin penetrate, he is tremendous finishing. Boy, don't let him get off the dribble dry.
Pass to Sohan. Outside Robinson. Bounce pass from Shamet. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Sohan, the pass to Robinson. And the basket is good. And the Knicks lead by 9.
Well, you want Mitchell Robinson to finish with strength and authority, and he does there.
Back to Toppin. There's 21 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Potter. No good from outside. McBride on the wing. Robinson a screen on Nimhart. And Robinson throws it down hard.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Knicks lead by 11. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for New York?
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
McConnell and Nembhard at guard. We'll be topping out there with Pascal Siakam. And it's Walker in at the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers. Now here's Towns. Hits it from three-point range. Towns has got the lead up to 12 now for the Knicks.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Topping with it, defended by Towns. Siakam. Now Nembhard. 23 points his last outing. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. And one of the many challenges for a small market team like the Pacers, Greg, going up against that luxury tax.
And they've avoided carrying a payroll that would incur the tax. But right when they said they were planning to do just that, the Bucks stunned everyone with a maneuver to secure Pacers center Miles Turner and perhaps let him off the hook.
Now, here's Siakam. He has 7. When it comes to underappreciated players, Doris, in the league, Pascal Siakam comes to mind.
You know, Kev, underrated is a word you have to be careful with because these guys are all NBA players. But Pascal Siakam is always available. He's a two-way force. He can score in many kinds of systems, and he is going to absorb an elite defensive assignment. This guy is so good.
And he can't get the first one. And GA, you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from and a Hall of Fame coach.
And he's good on the second. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, looking at the Eastern Conference this season, as much uncertainty as I can remember with regard to the pecking order. With injuries shifting the balance of power, things very much up in the air. And there's some up-and-coming teams seeming to sense an opportunity to make their move.
Certainly something to watch. Okay, Shams, thank you for the report. And so it's Indiana with it. After New York gets the 3, here's Siakam. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Siakam's got 5 points now in the quarter.
This guy's been great, no doubt about it, but it hasn't been enough to get them where they want to be.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And that one's good. Towns.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
McConnell passes to Toppin. Now, here's Siakam. Guarded by Robinson. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
That's a play that's all about concentration by Pascal Siakam. You've got to absorb and finish.
This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game.
And he was 73% from the line a season ago, an average number in that regard.
One shot.
One of the things that we're watching happen with Pascal Siakam is the willingness to accept more and more responsibility, both from a leadership and a productivity standpoint, guys. And it has been something else to watch that growth.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
A brief check now of the stats for Karl Anthony Towns. He's coming off an excellent season. Last year averaging 24 points per, 12 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he does the heavy lifting on the glass, throwing himself into the rebounding battle with just complete effort.
Well, you get the feeling he believes every rebound should be his, and most of them are. This guy is putting up tremendous numbers.
Alvarado with it. He's covered by McConnell. Towns is doubled. Score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Karl Anthony Towns putting on a show on the offensive end of the floor. Legit 3-level score, and he's got it all working.
Now, here's McConnell. Hasn't made one yet. Siakam against Robinson. Just 5 on the clock. It's rebounded by New York. Robinson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Here's Nembhard. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Towns. And here is Shamet. Alvarado passes to Towns. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Oh, that's a strong finish. And Karl Anthony Towns will go to the line, try to put the cherry on top.
Zador's with his diverse offensive repertoire. Karl Anthony Towns is a matchup nightmare.
Absolutely, Kevin. And the reason being, he's right. He's one of the greatest shooting bigs in history, but the man is a great straight-line driver. Good luck checking him.
The Pacers making a change here. Halliburton's checked in.
And one of the game's elite shooters, and Towns' sweet stroke definitely extends to the free throw line.
Halliburton outside. Pass to Toppin. For three. And Tyrese Halliburton hits from deep. Halliburton's got 16.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Siakam's shot is off.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Brunson, good.
Well, the high-valued three-point shot from the corners, Jalen Brunson steps in and knocks it down.
Pacers trail by 19. Now, here is Halliburton. 16 points for him. From outside the arc, it's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's McBride. The Pacers pull it in.
Listen, that's a good shot for him. He just couldn't connect.
Brunson against Halliburton. Pass to Walker. Here's Nembhard. Walker with a screen for Nembhard. Bangs home the trifecta. Nembhard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. New York leading by 16. McBride passes to Brunson. Over Halliburton. Offensive rebound. Jacks up a three. Out to Brunson. Shot clock at 5. And finally they hit one. Brunson's got 14 points.
Yeah, that's just an innate awareness that the clock is putting you under duress. Jalen Brunson calmly delivers.
And so the timeout here taken by Rick Carlisle. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Some changes for Indiana. Zubac is checked in for Toppin. Nesmith comes in for Jarris Walker. And Shepard subbed in for Andrew Nembhard. And then for New York, Josh Hart, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. OG Anunoby comes in for Miles McBride. And it's Bridges in for Jose Alvarado. Nesmith with the ball. Still without a basket. Here's Siakam. That one falls through. It's his sixth make from the floor this game, now 6 for 10.
I'll tell you, he's in a rhythm and playing with purpose. Great first quarter, even better in the second.
Brunson against Halliburton. Brunson, no good.
You'd rather see him dunk that. Impose your will if you can.
Here's Nesmith. Kicks it out to Siakam. Shepard the pass to Siakam. Just 5 to shoot. Zubac with the screen for Siakam. And the three off target.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Puts it up from 12, and he makes that one. He's got 16.
Boy, hard to operate any more efficiently than this guy has this quarter.
Halliburton outside. Pass to Siakam. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Towns, a screen on Halliburton. Brunson, no good. Pacers trail by 16. Halliburton on the wing. Brunson covering. Halliburton against Brunson. Pass to Shepard. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton.
Well, Halliburton can be so clever with the basketball. Helps yet another teammate take advantage of an opening.
And here's Towns. Shoots over Zubac. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. To the inside. And the dunk by Zubac.
Yeah, if you allow Zubac positioning near the cup, look out. This is what you can expect.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Outside, Towns. Pass to Hart. New York moving the ball around. Towns kicks to Anunoby. That's good from 17 feet away. Anunoby's got his first bucket of the night.
Now, OG Anunoby gets to that mid-range game, doesn't flex into it a lot, but if you concede it, he'll take it.
And so the timeout here taken by Rick Carlisle. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Jarris Walker, he's checked in for Pascal Siakam. And the Knicks making a change here as well. McBride's checked in. Pacers trail by 13. And it just seems like the Pacers have really shaken up the league, Greg, with their fast-paced, aggressive style.
Well, Tyrese Halliburton and Pascal Siakam, two star players who thrive in this up-tempo style. And if you look at the roster around them, the pieces fit.
Here's Anunoby, following the score by Tyrese Halliburton. The deep three by Brunson.
This guy has been in attack mode this quarter. The defense might want to intercede here.
Pass to Neesmith. Now Walker, and here's Halliburton. Brunson covering. From downtown. Rebounded by Hart.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here's Bridges. Out to Brunson. Tries again. Basket good. Brunson's got 21 in the game.
Folks, look out, because Jalen Brunson has caught his rhythm on the offensive end, and that typically means a long night for your opponent.
Here's Shepard, defended by McBride. Halliburton outside. 5 to shoot. Over Brunson. That doesn't go either for Halliburton. The Knicks leading by 16. Hart the pass to Brunson. 52 seconds left in the first half of basketball. It's good. 23 points in the game.
Boy, whenever this team has needed a bucket, Jalen Brunson has been there, right now in complete command of this ball game.
Pass to Shepard. They need this. It's rebounded by Anunoby.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Bridges misses. And for the Pacers, they're shooting 53% in the second quarter. Good ball movement, yielding good looks. Shepard, the pass to Halliburton. Now, Neesmith. He has yet to score. There's the triple. No good there. And so it's the New York Knicks holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
I'm here with Coach Rick Carlisle. And Coach, I heard you talking to your team about closing out on shooters. What were the breakdowns that stood out to you in the first half?
A couple of times there was an offensive rebound and we just got to spray out and find shooters. That's one way that a lot of teams in the league are getting threes now. We just got to do a better job of finding those guys.
It's hard to be perfect. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Allie, for that. And folks, we'll be back with you after this short halftime break. So don't go away.
Good to be with you for halftime. Let's check in on the NBA action coming up later tonight. It'll be the Cleveland Cavaliers up against the Mavericks out in Dallas. That one gets going at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time.
This is the kind of game everyone tunes in for. Should be a good one.
I'm right there with you, getting the popcorn ready. Got some gummy bears for you. Got some, what else you want, Kenny?
Chocolate raisins.
Anything else, Shaq?
Chocolate chip cookies. About some barbecue chicken.
And let's talk now about that first half. What a commanding start for the Knicks.
Obviously, they've been locked in from range. Your confidence grows as each shot goes in. It becomes contagious.
Yeah, in the second half, though, they got to mix it up a little more because those who live by the three, you know the rest.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, Jalen Brunson has been exceptional here, guys. Wow!
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy. Ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
Pacers trail by 18, and New York looking at who they've got. We've got Anunoby, Jalen Brunson out there with Bridges, then there's Towns, and it's Hart in at the power forward.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And Siakam has got the ball here for the Pacers. Next up for them, the Bucks in Milwaukee. That'll be the first half of a two-game trip. Here's the three. That's good. It's Halliburton with the assist. Halliburton's got his fourth assist in this one. The Knicks leading by 15. Hart outside. Back to Brunson. The three ball. Good on the triple. Brunson's got 26.
Though there's a calmness to Jalen Brunson, there's also a competitive fire. And boy, from range, look out.
Indiana moving the ball around. Nails the wide-open jump shot.
Just love the unselfishness there. Keep the ball moving. Good things happen.
New York's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Back to Brunson. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Indiana. Zubac has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thank you. Jalen Brunson is the engine that makes this team go, and he has sacrificed so that the Knicks could surround him with talent. He said, winning trumps everything that I do individually. I'll do my part to help this team try to get a championship. It's all about the journey, and I'm happy to be a part of it. Back to you guys.
Yeah, you're right. Putting the team first. Thanks a lot, Allie.
Struggling to get into their groove here. Just 1 for 4.
Halliburton passes to Siakam. For the three. It falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there.
80% shooting to start the third, 4 for 5.
Hart outside. Back to Brunson. Brunson muscles through the contact.
Now you see the aggressiveness and the absolute refusal to be intimidated inside. Jalen Brunson, a big-time finish.
Well, if we look back at when things began to shift for the Knicks, Doris, it started with Jalen Brunson.
Well, I think certainly, Kevin, he is exactly the kind of leader you would want. Is he highly skilled? Of course he is. But he's about the work every day, and he sets the tone for his team.
Here's Towns. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
A prolific inside scorer since his first day in the league. Towns gets the job done down low.
Hard against Siakam. And the layup is good. Siakam's got 8 here in the quarter.
Well, a little bit of quality defense will not deter Pascal Siakam. Go to work.
Hart outside. Bridges right side. Takes a 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Bridges has got 6.
You've got to be aware and stay attached to Mikal Bridges beyond that arc. This guy dangerous as a shooter.
Halliburton sets the pick for Shepard. To the left wing. Neesmith, the pass to Halliburton. Shoots over Brunson. Let's go. Halliburton, good look inside.
Well, the numbers speak for themselves, but what Tyrese Halliburton is showing you the versatility he has at the offensive end.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup.
Here are your Indiana Pacemen.
And we've got a moment now to look at the rebounding trend over the last few months for Josh Hart.
And those are some numbers that he can't be happy about. His rebounding totals have taken a dip over the past few months. He's got to get back to giving the kind of effort on the boards we were seeing from him earlier.
Pacers on defense. It's a 14-point game. Here's Anunoby. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
The jump shot just keeps improving from OG Anunoby. Amazing. You put in the time, you get into a nice rhythm.
Here's Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
He is so efficient, so productive. But for them to have real success, he needs help.
From deep, Brunson. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. Indiana's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Here's Halliburton. And they pick up 2. Halliburton's got 4 points this quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Anunoby outside. Back to Brunson. Here's Brunson barreling in. The kick out to Towns. Brunson the pass to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now, here's Siakam. 27 points for him. Pass to Zubac. Now, here's Halliburton. 5 on the clock. The 3. Knicks with the rebound. Anunoby's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And so much for repeating the 3-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
Brunson. That shot missing. Excellent defense there from Halliburton. Siakam outside. Towns against Zubac. And a wide open look for Halliburton. That doesn't go either for Halliburton. The Knicks leading by 15. Anunoby kicks to Hart. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Tyrese Halliburton. Halliburton's got 4 rebounds in this game. And they say in today's game, Doris, no lead is safe, and that's especially true when you're playing the Pacers.
The comeback kings we saw in last year's playoffs, Kevin. They conjured up some of the most remarkable turnarounds in NBA history and the most unprecedented run of game-winning shots we've ever seen.
And some changes here for the Pacers. Jarris Walker comes in for Aaron Nesmith. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for Shepard. And a switch here also for New York. Miles McBride's checked in for Hart. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. The Pacers making a change here. Toppin's checked in. Robinson's checked in for the Knicks. Landry Shamet comes in for Mikal Bridges. McBride with the ball. 6 points for him. Shamet finds Brunson. Brunson with the teardrop.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Outside, Walker. Halliburton outside. Tapping a screen on Brunson. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Halliburton's got 25 points.
Boy, the form may be a little bit different, but this guy an absolute dangerous three-point shooter. Go ahead, Tyrese.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And the Knicks, Doris, making some aggressive moves in recent years. Loading up for a title run, and they came close.
And Kevin, this after years of patience and methodical building. You give away 5 first-round picks for Mikal Bridges, and of course you give away Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo to get Karl Anthony Towns. They haven't quite reached the summit, will they?
First free throw is good. And a hard-nosed defensive identity for this Knicks. But, GA, there's been some slippage.
Well, the challenge has been their 2 best offensive players get targeted at the other end. The adage, you're only as strong as your weakest link, it has some truth to it.
That one misses. Well, Doris, clearly the NBA award voting is an imperfect process and is often the cause of some intense debate.
Just look at the most valuable player debate over the last 5 or 6 seasons. You've had guys neck and neck for maybe the most prestigious award in the league. And one of the things that frustrates me, Kevin, is when a player has won multiple MVP and voter fatigue comes into place. It drives me nuts.
And here's Brunson after Tyrese Halliburton was able to get the triple. Brunson against Halliburton. Good! Brunson gets through the contact.
Oh, that's a silky jump shot, playing right over the top of the defense. Mr. Brunson, how good are you?
Toppin sets a screen for Halliburton. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. New York leading by 12. Brunson surveying the D. Pass to Towns. Here's Shamet. Fires the 3. The Pacers pull it in. Toppin's got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside, Walker. And here is Toppin. Shot clock at 6. Halliburton for 3. Good on the 3-point shot. Halliburton's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Here's Brunson. Right in the heart of the defense. Brunson.
Strong move. Brunson just bruising his way inside.
And so the timeout here taken by Rick Carlisle. He's ready to talk things through with them. The Pacers making a switch here. Buff's checked in. The Knicks also changing it up. Diawara's checked in. And it's Jose Alvarado in for Jalen Brunson. Pacers trail by 11. Now, here is Halliburton. He has 31. Count it. Halliburton's got 33.
I love his approach and attitude right now, doing everything he can to keep his team in it.
McBride passes to Shamet. To the middle, here's Alvarado. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Alvarado's got 5.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Nembhard finds Walker. Now, here is Halliburton. He's defended by Alvarado. And it's Halliburton missing. The Knicks leading by 11. Shamet the pass to McBride. Outside Robinson. Some nice passing by New York here. Here's Alvarado. Offline with his 3.
Boy, normally he makes that. Defense gets lucky there.
Here's Nembhard. There's the 3. And the 3 ball is good. He's got 6.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now, here is Robinson. He's got 6. Pass to McBride. From past the arc. Pacers with the rebound. 26 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Walker. And Nembhard has it in the corner. Out of bounds, New York takes possession.
No clue where that pass is going. That is a brutal turnover.
Some changes for Indiana. Furphy's checked in, and it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Akporti's checked in. Now Alvarado. He has 5. Robinson a screen on McConnell. Jalen Brunson has been on display for the New York Knicks. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. McConnell and Nembhard at guard. Siakam is out there with Obi Toppin. And it's Walker in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the group out there for Indiana.
Now, Towns has said he believes he's the greatest shooting big ever. That's how confident he is.
And so it's Indiana with it. After the 3-pointer from Karl-Anthony Towns. Siakam inside. Guarded by Robinson. Nembhard's shot is good.
Their 3-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
McBride passes to Shamet. To the paint, here's Alvarado. Banked in off the glass. And the Knicks lead by 10.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Shamet with it. Working on Walker. Stolen by Walker. Inside, Siakam. Basket counts. 29 points for Siakam.
Well, this is your 2019 most improved player, and now Siakam trying to become that franchise-level guy, carrying the load tonight.
And the basket by Alvarado.
Boy, that's a backbreaker. Takes it right into the rim, and extends their lead.
You want to make sure your opponent knows they have absolutely zero chance of a comeback, and nice finish by him.
Here's Siakam following the score by New York. Walker is screen on Robinson, and a wide open look for Siakam. Alvarado grabs the board.
Boy, they give him the mid-range jumper, and he has to make that.
Robinson a screen on Walker. Takes the three. And it's Alvarado missing.
Boy, this guy was able to connect from deep in the first half. Hasn't found the range since.
Pass to McBride. Towns a screen on McConnell. From the arc. Karl Anthony Towns, and that's good. Towns has got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Knicks. And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Halliburton's checked in for Indiana. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Brunson's checked in. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He was harping on the number of offensive rebounds that they've given up. He told them they have to recommit to the defensive glass. He said, quote, "We're not walking away with the W if we don't box out." A simple message, guys, but an important one.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. Now, here's Walker. That one's in there. The New York lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Halliburton. New York's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Pass to Brunson. Back to Alvarado. Outside, Towns. Lets it go with the three. And the basket by Alvarado. Alvarado's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Boy, that's his second three. First of this half, though.
Siakam against Robinson. Pass to Nembhard. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's Alvarado. Offensive rebound. Brunson outside. Shoots the three. Back to Alvarado. Now McBride. Robinson a screen on Nembhard. McBride. Towns against Walker. Some nice passing by New York here. Tries yet again. And it's Towns missing. And Siakam has got the ball here for the Pacers. They trail by 14. Halliburton inside the three-point line. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. And McBride gets it to go.
Slow rotation there defensively, and he gets a wide open look from mid-range.
And I'll tell you, you look up at the scoreboard, that's correct. They have a big lead for a reason.
Now, here is Halliburton. Pass to Siakam. Back to Halliburton. Fires from deep. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Towns has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Brunson kicks to Robinson. Now Towns. Over McConnell. Nembhard grabs the board. Outside, Walker, to end the drought, sinks the three-pointer. Walker's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, Nembhard knows this is part of his role. He's out there to run the offense and find his teammates.
Towns, a screen on McConnell. It's Robinson high post. New York needs to get off a shot. Towns for three. Siakam pulls it in. Siakam's got 6 rebounds in the game. Now, here's Halliburton. Not a lot of room. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Brunson. No good on the shot. Pacers trail by 13. Here's Nembhard. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
Boy, foul line and down. Andrew Nembhard, such a good scorer.
New York shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Brunson outside. That one goes in. Brunson's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, and Cupman is going for the jugular.
Now, here's Halliburton. The kick out to Walker. Nembhard for three. The Knicks pull it in. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Nice move. And that's 2 points on the layup. And the Knicks lead by 15.
Well, you like how aggressive he is, making a play at the rim against length.
You have got to believe that you can score against size on the interior. How about the aggressive, assertive move there?
Now, here's Siakam. He sinks the 11-footer. Siakam's got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, terrific individual effort, almost single-handedly. This guy trying to keep them competitive.
And Brunson, here we go. Beating the contact. Brunson gets by.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Siakam against Robinson. From deep, Walker. And he's good on the three ball.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Brunson against McConnell. Brunson goes in. Drops in the layup for two. Brunson's got 40 points.
Folks, that is about Jalen Brunson's craftiness there. His footwork, the ability to be elusive.
Pass to Siakam. Over Robinson. Siakam misses.
And they've controlled the boards, and that's a big reason why they're controlling the lead.
Pulls it up. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. 31 points for Karl Anthony Towns. Pacers trail by 16. And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Some changes for Indiana. Zubac is checked in for Jarris Walker. Neesmith comes in for Andrew Nembhard. And Shepard subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Then for the Knicks, Josh Hart, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. OG Anunoby comes in for Miles McBride. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for Jose Alvarado. Zubac's with it. Siakam from 13 feet. It's in.
Yeah, Siakam doesn't get a ton of recognition for that mid-range game, but this is a legit three-level score.
Outside, Brunson. Hart outside. Brunson up top. He's covered by Halliburton. And that one is good.
One of Jalen Brunson's specialties, the and one, just being aggressive.
Second round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at you, but it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
Well, because Jalen Brunson's such a terrific decision maker, you can tell how confident and comfortable this team is when he runs the offense. You know, his selectiveness is worth mentioning here. This guy is not forcing shots, and yet he is cooking.
Here's Hart. Following the basket by Pascal Siakam. And here's Brunson. Oh, a beautiful finish off that spectacular reverse.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
At the line for the Knicks, Jalen Brunson, shooting 1.
One shot.
That one falls for Brunson.
Boy, the maturation of Brunson is really special. This guy, phenomenal as scorer and facilitator.
Halliburton. Down he goes for 3.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Outside, Anunoby. With the teardrop. Bridges outside. Towns the screen. The 3 is off. Pacers trail by 14. Halliburton outside and stolen by Hart. Brunson outside. Towns fires. Can't drop the tough three-pointer.
Bad defense, bad shot. Neither working on that play.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Knicks.
What an effort in the transition game we've seen tonight from these guys. Really pushed the ball, and I think in doing so, created a lot of pressure on the defense.
Definitely had a huge edge, and this is their DNA. When they run the ball and dictate the flow of the offense like we've seen here, these are the kinds of games they can have.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jalen Brunson.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it.
Terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. And that'll do it, folks. So for Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.